So I've been in Quebec for a few days now, trying out new adventures and having a lot of fun.
Had it.
Hey, John, I think I got something.
Oh yeah. Nice guy.
Yeah? But fun can be exhausting, and that's exactly why I'm taking today off. I'm gonna do a local food tour with my guide, Ronald, who I'm meeting here at Atwater Market. I'm Stephanie, a self-taught chef with an appetite for good food, travel, fashion.
With all the right touches.
I love this. Oh, wow. And adventure. Very excited. Oh, the ultimate roller coaster. Join me on my journey to exotic locations as I take on new adventures.
And shoot it. You put Robin with the same, you know that?
And create fabulous pescatarian meals using fresh local ingredients.
Using those beautiful oranges that I bought from Farmer's Market this morning.
So if you're hungry for good food and have an appetite for adventure, this is a show that you don't want to miss.
On today's episode of the Posh Pescatarian Appetite for Adventure, I take a break from my usual cooking and adventures and spend the day eating my way through Montreal. After an afternoon of indulgence, I get some exercise by exploring the city and experiencing classic Quebec winter fun.
Okay, ready to go skating. Hi, Ronald.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Nice.
So what have you got in store for me today?
First, we have the Atwater Market to explore.
Yes.
We'll do a chocolate stop and a cheese stop over here.
Ooh.
This is the best meat market in town. You'll see as we walk around.
Yeah.
We'll visit neighborhoods, Plateau, and different neighborhoods to find some artisanal shops around the city.
Yeah.
And maybe one or two restaurants, and taste some classic food from Montreal.
Okay.
Along the way.
That sounds good.
Are ready to explore?
Yes, let's go. I love food markets, and Atwater Village was right up my alley.
The Atwater Market is open year-round. It's known for its many butchers and delicatessens, as well as its horticultural vendors and farmers.
Grossly, this building was built during the Big Depression of the 1930s.
Okay.
This is one of the first buildings built in North America, putting in place hygiene. Because in this area, this was all the slaughterhouse that you had at different places of the time.
Okay.
This is a chain that started at the end of the tobacco industry.
Yeah.
And our first stop is right here.
Okay.
It's Geneviève Lambois. Geneviève Lambois makes artisanal chocolate.
Chocolate. Need I say more?
In Montreal, there's three ladies that make chocolate for
Okay.
me, even four. The oldest one is Chocolat André. After that, you have Chloé.
Yeah.
You have another place that's Maison du Cacao, that's it. And you have Geneviève. Geneviève, it's a crazy lady in the good sense of her crazy lady. What I mean by that, she bought her own bought a land in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
She's growing her own cocoa beans over there.
Wow.
That's what I mean. To do a thing like that today, you have to be wild and crazy.
And passionate.
And passionate. When I use the word crazy, I mean in the good sense of the word.
Yes.
In a few years, she's grown her own cocoa beans, organic and everything, bringing over there. You want to try one?
I do.
Okay.
Which one do you recommend?
Man will be more conservative in dessert, okay?
Okay.
So will be maple, will be caramel and
That's not always.
But it's sometime, most of the time. Après 15 ans, de bouffe.
While these two argue over the flavor palettes between the sexes, I get busy selecting my chocolate.
Here you go.
Thank you. You gonna have one?
No, it's okay. I taste food all the time.
So you can feel the texture is really like soft.
It's like a truffle.
A little bit.
It's really good. Surprisingly smooth. The olive oil hits me at the end.
Exactly.
After the chocolate tasting, we head to our next kiosk. I can smell the wonderful aroma coming from up ahead.
This is a chain that started at the end of the tobacco industry.
Yeah.
They'll sell here something like a few thousand baguettes a day on weekends.
Wow. The official language of Montreal is French, so it didn't surprise me that they had fantastic baguettes.
On a weekend like this weekend, they're probably going to sell 2,000 to 3,000 baguettes, and I'm only talking about baguette.
That's a lot of baguettes.
So it's fantastic over here.
Wow, can we taste something here?
If you want, we could buy a bread.
Traditional baguette making is an art form. Typical baguettes measure 24 to 30 inches long. Their distinct crusty texture is achieved by baking them in ovens that produce steam, which delays crust formation.
How many of these have you tasted in your lifetime from this place?
My office is closed from here, so often at lunchtime, this is when I'm not doing a tour.
Yeah.
When I prepare a tour, we come here and buy bread and pâtés and wine.
Oh, wow.
And we'll do it like Europeans. We'll tear the bread and never cut it.
Yep. Do you want some of this?
Yeah, I'll have a little bit of bite.
So is this sourdough or is this a regular baguette?
This is a regular baguette.
Okay.
European style, where the dough is very light and
That's
the crust
right.
is crisp and everything. Those are good like 24, 30 hours. After that, you're better to freeze them. But when you have this, with a good bottle of wine and cheese and pâtés, it's a good evening.
I bet you we could find some good cheese and wine in this shop.
Yes, we'll do the cheese store right now. We could find a lot of, yes, a good thing.
This is fantastic, exactly how you described. Really crispy on the outside, moist and flaky on the inside, just like any good baguette should be.
Yeah, it should be.
What better to go with a good baguette than a great piece of cheese? Roland introduces himself and orders a couple of unique cheeses.
On vient souvent, là. Pas de problème. Hey.
This looks fantastic.
So what we have here is a goat cheese, 3-year age,
Wow.
made cheddar style. I
Yes.
was explaining to you, there's no tradition of food here.
Right.
So they took cheddar cheese, that is the cheese mostly produced in the province of Quebec.
Yum.
But they did it with goat cheese. Like I told you, you could find that in U.S. in different stores.
Okay.
In U.S. The other one is Héberville, le Piraquois. It's a cow milk cheese, semi-washed, that you'll have over here. So you have two different types of cheese that are high quality and they're quite interesting.
That's delicious. Let's go upstairs and
Let's
taste.
taste it. Okay.
Yeah.
The shop starts to get crowded, so we head upstairs to enjoy our selection.
Okay, I can't wait to taste this cheese.
You want to cheese the cheddar or the cow milk cheese?
Cow milk. Smells good.
Very good. Quality
This is creamy and tangy. I taste the next piece as Roland offers a few cheese pairing ideas.
You're probably gonna find the crystal of
This cheese is truly incredible.
You could mix that with iced apple cider. You could mix that with chocolate and apple.
I can definitely see this with apple. This is delicious.
This with apple, and one of the old English traditional food is apple and cheddar, and that goes perfectly with that.
That's great.
That's great.
What else do you have for me?
I think we're going to try to go to the Sake Brothers.
Okay.
It's a small restaurant that kids from the neighborhood of Saint-Henri have created with an Asian twist, so we'll try to go over there.
Asian food in
Yeah, Asian
Montreal.
food in Montreal.
Let's go.
Thank you.
I love the cheese. I'm definitely going to try and find some of these brands when I get back home.
Montreal boasts the second largest number of restaurants per capita in North America, right after New York City. The Satay brothers are Alex and Matt Winicki. They bring fabulous Singaporean fare to Montreal. The Satay brothers opened 4 years ago and have separate winter and summer locations for their restaurant. The brothers are famous for their chicken satay, which Roland samples while I sample the sweet and spicy tofu buns.
Those buns are very good.
So good.
And it's tofu, then you gotta have meat.
What I've got here is a traditional Chinese bun.
Exactly.
What we've got inside is some roasted some little bit of cilantro, and we've got some cucumber with this really nice soy glaze. It's a little bit sweet, really, really good.
After my spicy Singaporean meal, Roland takes me somewhere decidedly sweet.
The Maple Delight is one of those fun shops to stop, especially for maple syrups and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, Ronald, you got me in a place. It looks like there's a whole lot of maple syrup. So where are we?
We're in a store called the Maple Delight, okay? What they do here is a corporation called Citadel that owns this place.
Yeah.
And they're here to show you what you can do with maple syrup.
Okay,
so
cool.
you'll find everything you see here, there's no white sugar. It's all based from the gelatos, to the muffin, to the chocolate,
Yeah.
even hand lotion that you have over here, kettle. Everything is done with maple syrup.
Wow, that's
and it's a way of thinking outside the box. Maple sugar, and this would be a macaroni with maple syrup.
We order a couple of bestsellers that taste great, but the real treat at this location is the museum.
So here are a couple of antiques highlighted in the museum. These are some antique snowshoes. You see that these are metal and these are made of wood and looks like some kind of leather. We've also got here the reeds that they stick into the maple tree to get the sap out. So those are pretty cool.
Montreal is an island that occupies a 3-mile stretch of land along the convergence of the St. Lawrence and Ottawa rivers. The island is linked to the mainland by a tunnel and 15 bridges. The city's climate varies a lot throughout the year, and Montreal is known for its bitter winters and winter sports such as dog sledding and even ice fish in winter, which is something I experienced on a recent episode. I took an ice fishing lesson with Posh located in the old port in Vieux, Montreal. This place is really cool because it allows you to go fishing in the middle of the city.
Jean?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm doing really well. A little bit cold.
It's not cold outside. It's 2 degrees.
Oh my gosh, I'm coming from California and it's 80 degrees.
Oh, yeah? All you do is having a short line like that to be able to be as close as possible from the hole, so that way you feel the bite better.
This is a lot different than a regular fishing rod.
Yeah, it got to be shorter.
Okay. We can catch a trout or we can catch a walleye?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's mostly walleye, but there's also trout. Everything is possible to be catch wild ice fish.
Okay.
Let's go and fish.
Okay.
Right.
So what's the first thing that we do?
We gotta go and pick some live baits over here. The minnow cage is right there.
Okay.
Go in here?
Simply put snow around to hold it, like that.
Yes.
Take the tip up. All right, it's done.
So John just caught a fish. What kind of fish is this?
That's a walleye.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, wow.
Hopefully we'll catch a bigger one.
Yes.
Let's release that guy. You want to release it?
Sure.
Head first.
Can we get a shot of it close up? That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, John, I think I got something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a walleye, yes?
Yes.
About 2 pounds, 1 pound?
Pound and a half.
It's gonna make some good eats.
Yeah. Let's make some filet and go eat.
Let's go.
Good.
So pretty good teamwork. John and I caught a fish. So this is what we're having for lunch.
Minutes after leaving the museum, we arrive at Little Burgundy, to Patrice Pâtissier and Wine Bar. a beautiful boutique with gorgeous pastries and savory dishes.
Hello, I'm Stephanie. Very well, thanks.
I was greeted by chef and owner Patrice Demeur, who selected a variety of favorites for Roland and I to try. No sooner than we settle in, our desserts arrive.
What we have on the table is two parts. You have more of the breakfast for me, with a good coffee. The quinganan that comes from Bretagne, that's over here, full of butter, very good. After that, you have a financier that he explained to us a little earlier. It's a classic French cake, but he twisted it. He added maple syrup to it. Normally, there's no maple syrup. My memory is good. Usually, it's more acidity that you have in the cake. Oh, wow. Okay.
Surprisingly, the second round of desserts appeared and looked out of this world.
Yeah, I have those too. And like I told you, Patrice is somebody who thinks outside of the box, and he'll think of different things. The choux à la crème, that's a classic, like a little puff pastry with chocolate inside that he transformed.
Roland introduces the pastries before we dive in.
You have to take your time. It's part of the culture we have.
Let me ask you something. What's your favorite thing on this table?
My favorite thing is that old classic breton with butter and everything.
Okay, let's taste that first.
Okay? We'll taste that first.
What's the approach to this? Just crack it? Just crack open?
Honestly, if we're by ourselves, we could tear it because it's full of butter and fluffy. Since we're two, we'll open it like this.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you see?
Look at all those layers.
And layers of, and you just, ate it like this, and that's it.
The outside has this really crispy,
And the inside, you can feel the butter.
really rich.
Very rich and everything. So that's why with a good coffee in the morning, instead of a croissant, it's a great thing to take.
But not too sweet.
And it's not too sweet. But you can feel the butter in there.
I'm surprised. And the sugar coating has a little bit of crisp and a little bit of crunch.
Once the first bite of delicious pastries settle in, we dive into the remaining treats.
There's 3 or 4 shops in the city. There's one in the plateau that is called Quinganan. They specialize over there.
Okay.
There you'll have more the classic.
Each bite more delicious than the next. Patrice's pastries are an indulgent treat that I will not soon forget.
The outside, same inside. There's a bit of chocolate in the center.
And 1 year ago, he opened this place.
Here we go.
And here we go.
That's nothing like I imagined.
Very good.
Oh, wow.
The legal drinking age in Montreal is 18. Bars and restaurants can serve beer and alcohol from 11 a.m. to 3 in the morning.
So we're going to go to the House of Bagel.
Okay.
St. Viateur Bagel,
Okay.
the best bagel in town. Bagels and cream cheese, and we're going to
So we're at St. Viateur Bagel. It's a world-famous bagelery here in Montreal. I'm gonna have a taste of one of their classic and most popular. This is yummy. It's good and fresh, hot, crispy. There are more sesame seeds on here than I would imagine.
We're not cheap, that's
No,
why.
you're not. It tastes fantastic.
We're not cheap because the seeds are the most expensive product that we use on the bagel. That's the most expensive, the sesame seeds.
So what's your process? These are boiled and then put into
Boil
an
for
oven?
5 minutes and bake for 15 to 20.
Okay. And what's your secret to making it so sweet?
Love, we make it with love.
Thank you. Very good.
Montreal has an underground city, which is a series of interconnected tunnels beneath the city which run over 32 kilometers. The tunnels connect shopping malls and over 2,000 stores, 7 metro stations, universities, banks, offices, museums, and restaurants. I say goodbye to Roland and head out to get some fresh air. As I explore the city, I pick up a few facts about its history. Montreal has a flag with 5 symbols. The cross represents Christian principles, the fleur-de-lis for the French, the shamrock for the Irish, a thistle for the Scottish, and the Lancastrian rose for the English. With food in mind, I learned that poutine is a dish originating in Quebec.
We're at Chez Claudette to have poutine, which is a classic Canadian dish, and this place has one of the best in town.
It's made with French fries and topped with a light gravy and cheese curds. I gotta try this.
Oh my gosh, this is a seafood poutine. So a typical poutine comes with meat sauce, but at Chez Claudette they have a pescatarian poutine that starts with fries and has shrimp, crab, and scallop, and cheese curds with the bechamel sauce. And we've got some decorated bell pepper here, so let's dig in. That's really good. The fries are crispy, the sauce is creamy and a little bit salty, the seafood's really lush and plump. Very good.
Montreal is the largest city in Quebec and the second largest in Canada, with an estimated population of 4 million.
It's nice to finally get a little bit of exercise after all that eating.
With my poutine craving satisfied, I head to Montreal. Montreal summers are hot and generally sunny, with occasional muggy days. Summers are celebrated and filled with outdoor concerts and festivals.
Sledding? I have to try this. Okay, let's do this. I'm moments away from sliding down a huge hill, and I've never done this before, so here goes.
That was awesome! And no sooner than I finished sledding, I discover a lake.
So I know I said I was taking the day off today, but I couldn't resist skating outdoors on a lake.
I learned to ice skate as a child, but this is my first time skating on a lake or a pond.
Okay, ready to go skating.
Skating in this environment is relaxing and the perfect way to end my day off.
Day off today, tasting the flavors of the city and trying out a new outdoor activity. So the next time you're in Montreal, be sure to check out all the local restaurants and visit Montreal for an ice skating lesson.
We're walking along St. Paul Street. St. Paul is the first street of Montreal. And this in summer is all shut down for cars. There's no car.
Just pedestrians?
Just pedestrian with tons of seats and everything. Tons of terraces and everything everywhere.
Yeah.
We're very laid back and we love to eat and relax. When you look at the building and the architecture of the building, it's mostly 1800 buildings.
Okay.
There were warehouses in the sense that Montreal's a port. It's the door to the Great Lakes.